just missed? I'm so confused.
Night live Battleground post show right here, Slam Picks podcast. Michael, welcome back. I don't know what just happened to our music, but I'm trying to get it back up. That's what I was going to go with. Roddy Piper comes and goes with me.
That's what he wants.
You know what? I got to apologize for all
Fuck you!
We got our raw brand over here. Look at Kristen representing. Hey guys, welcome back. Battleground is number one. And before we get down to business, Kristen working at the show. You out on what you do. First of all, even Cold
We lost Logan.
check you out.
Logie Pierogi, the Human Cold Cut. Where can we check you out?
And we're in a wind tunnel again.
Logan.
Step away from the wind tunnel.
Logan, don't eat the microphone.
Logan,
It's not a cold cut.
are you there? Where can everyone check you out on Twitter, and where can they check out Future Wrestling Podcast? And welcome.
Of course, thanks you for having me. You can check me out on Twitter at LoganMyers144. And please go subscribe and like Future Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Facebook.
I gotta tell you, it feels like every time we do this, we huddle up off air for like 10 minutes. Logan sounds crystal fucking clear.
Yeah, then
and it's
once we
like
get
as soon
on-
as we go
once
live,
we
it's
go
like,
live, Logan.
here goes, I'm here, it's the next friend. It's like, Jesus.
Sounds like
But,
he's eating the microphone.
Hey man, welcome back. Thank you so much, Pally, for filling in for Matt. Always good to have you aboard. And the first lady of Slam Picks back in the house, Michael's
Slam
personal favorite,
titties.
Kristen at Miss March.
We-
What's going on? Welcome back.
We know I'm no lady, let's be honest. Come on now. But
Or the first tips
if
of the
you guys
Slam
would like
Picks
to follow.
podcast.
there you go, that works. I'm gonna go through so many name changes with you, Michael, apparently.
We always be
If
Slam
you'd like to
Tits.
follow me, touche. If you'd like to follow me, at MissMarch89 on Twitter, at MissMarch1989 on Instagram, and eventually I'll have my own channel, not to take away from the Slam Pigs, but hopefully once I get everything situated, I'll have my own shit going on. On what I don't know yet, we'll figure that out.
Well, thank you, Miss Slam Titties. But as always, guys, make sure to check our channel out as a whole, the Hibicky TMD. Make sure to check out Future Wrestling Podcast with Logan and Matt. Make sure to check out 205 Live with Matt, Kristen, and Travis. As always, make sure to check out the OG Slam Pigs Podcast with Travis and I. As always, check out our sister show, The Reset Button, Cruise Control. I already said that. You and Smack with Maniac Matt.
If it feels like I do a million shows, apparently I'm a virgin and I have time to do these shows. So
Oh. Well, I can attest that you're not a virgin. Just because I know.
You know what? Even if I am,
Whoa.
I'm still fucking better than that guy.
You have a child, and it's not immaculate conception, and I know that you have a girlfriend. So whoever that schmuck is,
We'll never know because he's too busy hiding behind 1989 Sting pictures because he's probably ugly as shit and looks like every fucking EverQuest player back in the day. Remember Sean Woolley?
what's EverQuest?
Remember it was like World of Warcraft back then, the
Oh.
original. Yeah.
Sorry, I was 2.
Suck our dicks. Anyway, guys, Battleground was tonight. Michael, I gotta come clean. I legit.
Glad you weren't coming dirty.
Touche. I saw legit 2 matches of this show. All apologies to all the listeners and stuff. I had some errands to run tonight, but thankfully I got 3 pallies on. You guys saw the whole thing. Michael, I guess, how did the show kick off?
This show kicked off with, in my opinion, the match of the night, and it was the first match of the evening. Tag Team Championships up for grabs. The Usos defending against the New Day once again, a rematch from Money in the Bank. But I will tell you, first of all, this match, to me at least, was much better than their first one. I was the one that gave this match the most criticism the first time around. I will go ahead and say that this match definitely lived up to what I would hope it would be, that it should have been the first time. This match was amazing for me. Great spots in this match. Also, good chemistry this time. You could tell they've had a little bit of time to work with each other now. So their rhythm and chemistry was a lot more on point here. But I'm not the only one on the show. Let's go to the first titties of Slam Pigs. Kristen, what did you think of the tag team title match?
Does she literally have to be called that on every transition?
I don't care.
Why not?
All right, just gotta used to it,
but-
I guess.
But I don't know if I'd say it was the match of the night. It was a really good match. I will give it that. I'll admit it. I was actually driving back from.
Oh, so you feel
Orlando,
my pain.
actually,
I was driving too, so there you have it.
Did
I
anyone
was
on this
no,
show
but I was
actually
driving.
watch it
I
besides
was
me?
driving and watching. No, I was driving and watching the pay per view. I was a horrible fucking person.
Oh, well, that's
like I
safe.
literally had my phone sitting. I don't care.
And if
I was in
I
fucking
could beg
Point
your
Siena and
pardon,
fucking
real
little.
quick, Chris,
No,
I
I
didn't
was
mean
in
to cut you
fucking
off.
Point Siena in Little Mexico.
If I could beg your pardon, Michael, I think I have watched every single pay-per-view with you pretty much for almost 2 years straight for this show. So, God forbid, I had some shit to do on Battleground, headlined by a
Be an
Punjabi
adult,
fucking
Travis.
prison.
What important things did you have to do with Tannen tonight?
That's just, it's whatever. But
You don't want to share that
that's,
with us?
you know what, end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, it speaks to my excitement level going into this pay-per-view. They did a shit job.
What were you doing? Rehearsing the reset button? You putting a little more effort into
Why
that
do we
show?
keep going back to what I was doing? Who gives a fuck?
Just wondering.
But yeah, I just this pay per view. I don't know about anybody else on the show, but I was so unhyped about anything on the show. Even Styles and Owens, I'm just over that feud already. Like I don't know. The women's division needs fixed. Something is. I don't know. I guess I can only give a synopsis.
We will discuss that when we get to that match.
Yeah, I saw that. But Kristen, all apologies continue. I just wanted to clear up with this guy here that I am worth the dedication, and I made the sacrifices through worse shows than this for the sake of Slam Pig.
He didn't defend you though. He still thinks you're a piece of shit for not watching it.
I did watch it, but no, I was like I said, I was actually driving. Literally had my phone on my fucking dashboard, watching it. Really not a safe idea. I don't recommend that to any of our.
So glad I don't live where you live.
So don't follow, but fuck you. Florida the horrible state. Why do you think I don't want to be here? Anyways,
I hope you have no charges pending and nothing can be used against you. That's all I'm saying by putting that out there.
I have nothing against me.
I'm just kidding.
I'm clean. But anyways, God, that sounded really dirty. But fuck you, Michael. But
can we have a counter for each show? Like how many times she says "fuck you, Michael"?
That's a lot.
If you'd like to, Michael, by all means, start that counter. But it was a good match. I mean, there are some parts, I'll admit, because obviously shouldn't be driving and watching a pay-per-view. Not a good idea. I don't recommend that to any of the listeners. So don't follow my examples. But overall, it wasn't a bad match. The only thing I didn't get, and I think you actually touched on this on Twitter, Travis, was one of the Usos forgot that they were a heel for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did anyone else notice that?
Highlight, WWE puts I saw that he was like pandering to the crowd as a babyface, like he forgot. I think it was Jey Uso.
What he did the Us thing in the corner?
Something that a heel shouldn't do.
I was like, what are you doing?
What, he can't chant?
I don't think.
He can't chant Us because he's a heel now?
I don't think it was that exact spot. It was something else he did pandering as a babyface. A lot of people call it.
All I saw was him in the corner getting ready to do
his... No, we had a babyface moment.
You know better.
Which, being a heel, you're not supposed to do that. Bad. Nope. But good match. I mean, obviously, I'm a New Day fan, so I was very happy. As much as see, that's where I'm kind of torn because I do like New Day, and I do like Usos. Probably one of the first shirts I bought was an Uso shirt.
Back when they had the face paint.
So, with the face paint, right, and harden the paint on the back of the shirt.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You can eat my ass. Anyways, moving right along.
For once, Kristen, I have to agree. You should. I don't know. It was really hard to like.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to admit. No, I'm not going to admit what my actual first shirt was because that's embarrassing. But
was it a Mickey James shirt?
It was Santino Marella, wasn't it?
No, it was not. It was Roman Reigns.
It was a Roman Reigns shirt.
For what it's worth, Roman Reigns shirt is better than a Santino Marella shirt. I would say, at least. I don't know.
Santino's more entertaining.
But no, if I had to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10 match wise, I would probably give it a 7. It wasn't a bad match. I mean, there were some parts that I missed, which obviously you shouldn't be driving and watching a pay per view, so that's my own fault. But overall, when I saw that New Day won, I was like literally like, well, obviously I'm driving, so I'm not jumping up and down literally, but I was very excited. That
Hopefully
made me
you didn't
happy.
swerve or anything and kill a pedestrian.
I did swerve, but I didn't kill anybody, so there's a.
Oh, so it's okay then.
Yeah, we're golden.
All right.
Logan, what did you think of the tag match?
Well, this was definitely indeed a 10 out of 10 match.
Wow.
Thank you.
I would even say it was match of the night. It was a match of the night, definitely for Battleground.
All I hear is,
See, the two people that actually watched the whole match actually thought it was a great match.
Well, I saw tweets from people saying, like, I thought they were being joking. I think it was Salamonster. He put a tweet out saying, these guys must have studied the G1 Climax show. But I thought he was being sarcastic, like it was a shitty match. You know what I mean? I just kind of put it off. But apparently it was tremendous from what I'm hearing. All
there were
accounts.
some really great spots in this match. But go ahead, Cold Cuts.
Especially, like you said, there was plenty of good spots in this match, especially that super kick that Xavier Woods took when he tried to hit that.
That was beautiful.
Yes, that was sick. I liked it.
That was. And
Travis, for what you missed, Xavier Woods did his springboard elbow he tries to do
Was it like a Shelton Benjamin, Shawn Michaels
that he
type
tries to do.
Kind of.
So I'm picturing it in my head.
Kind of. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. No more spoilers though on that.
It was kind of more like Shane McMahon trying to do the
coast
drop
to coast,
kick.
and he catches a super kick.
Nice. Yeah. I can't wait to watch that match. But yeah, that was the tag match.
And then,
now, you know, I'm such an asshole. I am such a prick.
Well, we should let Logan finish.
Well, go ahead, Logan. Because I was going to swing it back to Logan.
Night calling a Michael.
It was kind of involving Logan that it would bring it back full circle. But go ahead, Logan.
I mean, like there's plenty of good spots, especially when Kofi Kingston was caught by both Usos and then power bombed on the outside. That was
another
good spot as well.
But I thought the overall chemistry in this match was much better than a month ago at Money in the Bank.
You could tell that they've been working together.
There were no botches. Now, Travis, this was Kofi and Xavier in this match, in case you're wondering. No Big E in this match, which I was a little shocked at because you don't see that very often. Usually Big E's the one that's always in the tag title match.
It's usually Xavier's not in.
It's usually Big E and Xavier or Kofi.
But they did, you know what?
They
did have Xavier in a singles match the other week.
Yeah,
and I just thought it's because he's never in the tag matches, but, they kept it consistent.
It made me think, I think Kofi Kingston's definitely probably the best worker out of the three. But who
has the biggest future potential?
Who do you think's better in the ring, Big E or Xavier? In the ring, just in ring ability.
I would say Xavier.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of him in TNA as Consequences.
Now, the most entertaining, I think, obviously has to go to Big E.
Right. I think it's asinine to break up the New Day anytime soon. They're still over, but I think if anyone has potential, it would be the Big E.
It's the WWE, and they're wonderful for breaking up tag teams. So
and I think another thing that never gets spoke about is how these guys use their fucking Freebirds rules, and it never gets mentioned.
Yeah.
Like any two people can just be the champions for whatever fucking match they have. You know what I mean? It's like I thought this was tag team wrestling where you had to have the same two guys in every match.
That though because
every single time, right?
The thing that bothers me is it never gets mentioned.
Right.
How I guess because they're baby faces, it's okay. If they were heels, it'd probably be like, well, you never know which two you're gonna get from them, But now that they're baby faces, it's okay. It doesn't get spoke about.
The Beast 360 saying hi in the chat. I got a feeling in my stomach, but hello, Beast 360. Anyway.
Got a feeling in your stomach.
I was just going to say.
It's been
just going to comment.
Twitter.
Is it okay if I comment? Michael, you said that you wish that they would mention it.
Yeah.
You do realize I want them to mention it. I do agree. I think it should be mentioned. I just don't want to hear it every 5 to 10 seconds from GBO or one of the other guys.
Well, yeah, but it should at least get a mention.
Yeah, exactly.
It just seems like when babyfaces do certain things like that, it's just kind of shoved under the rug.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not babyface. Don't talk about it. That's Vince.
But, the New Day getting the win.
Yeah, getting the win surprised me, actually. I thought the Usos would pick up the win here. Yeah. Glad we didn't do a prediction show for this pay-per-view because I would look like total shit.
Well, I was calling myself an asshole earlier. I forgot to announce at the beginning of the show. I have reached out to the man we did some business this week. Brand new official member of Kayfabe Today podcast. I am now on the squad over there. We had Logan and Tonka Saw from Grapple Vision, so on the show yesterday. So guys, get over there, check it out, subscribe, hit the like at first thing in the morning on YouTube. Brewski's tremendous people. And once again, thank you so much for having me back. And now it's official. I'm going to have your ass on that show, and I cannot wait for you to take a trip over to Canada.
Oh, really? This is the first I've heard about that.
What do you want me to do?
I'm just
sour grapes, much of that stuff, Michael.
I'm just wondering. I mean, I thought Broski and I were cool again, but then you have these shows and he picks you and then a member of the B squad. Like what? He lets cold cuts on there, but what the fuck?
Do you feel like Renee Young right now?
No, I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that bad. I definitely don't feel that bad.
But in all seriousness, man, thank you so much for having me on there. And it's good to get our name out there as part of that. Thousands of people watch that show. Always a plus for us. So get over there, check out Kayfabe Today. But my point is, on there yesterday, I predicted the New Day. I had a feeling they were going to do New Day to put credibility to nude belts, is what I was saying. And Logan predicted them too. So look at Slam Pigs representing over there.
I give the man the best nickname he's ever had in his life.
Will you be
and
serious?
I'm not on the show.
Cold Cuts is not a good
I'm not talking about Logan. I'm talking about fucking Eric Amard.
Oh. The Canadian Miracle.
Yes.
I'm
still waiting for my poutine in the mail.
I tell you all the time, use your fucking Twitter more. But you don't, and you see what happens. Why can't you? You're in the perfect spot to be. You have a baby. Take snaps. Use your Twitter.
It takes a nap during the day. That's it. It's a 24/7 job with a baby.
I'm just saying. Even before the baby, though, I'm pretty sure I was still like, use your Twitter. But
you're going to be. I'm getting more into
the
Twitter.
So.
I'm getting more and more into the Twitter, but it's taken a little bit of time. I did my first follower Friday the other day.
There you go.
First time I've ever done that.
I was so shocked. I was more shocked than when Chris Benoit killed his family when I saw that. I was just floored.
I said it's time, but the toughest part for me was picking 10 people. I was like, who do I put in here?
Well, I mean, that comes and goes. But why we're all here, Battleground, not our fucking tweets and shit. Where do you guys think they're going to go from this? Michael, where do you think they're going tag team Smackdown? Is there even going to be a tag title match at
I think they have to have the tiebreaker match here. I'm hoping they don't waste it on just a regular Smackdown. I would love to see another match like this at SummerSlam. I feel like this deserves it. I feel like the SmackDown tag division, at least with these two teams, has really kind of jumped in front of Raw a little bit as of late. With these two teams,
I agree.
I feel like the in-ring ability from these two teams just outshadows everybody on Raw, including the Hardys and the Good Brothers. I'm sorry, but these two guys, these are the two best tag teams I think going right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, the club hold the mayo, but I feel like these are the two best tag teams in the company right now, and they're on the same show. And I feel like they're both over. I think the best thing the Usos ever did was turn heel. It's so much more appealing to watch them as heels than it was as baby faces. Yeah. I mean, it's like night and day. They took off the face paint, got a little serious about shit, and you actually want to watch them now. And they use great heel tactics during their match. I love that. Little subtle heel tactics that you don't see enough.
It's something about WWE and Samoan wrestlers. It's like this fucking pattern we've seen where Rocky Maivia. I mean, you can say what you want about the Wild Samoans. Who knows how more vicious they could have been.
The Head Shrinkers were better as heels.
Yeah, but those two teams, I mean, my point is the Wild Samoans and Head Shrinkers, they were stereotypical Samoans, right? Yeah. They weren't allowed to be fucking whatever. But you see, with Roman, whenever they say it all the time, whenever they let Roman be himself, it's way better. The Rock, best example you could possibly give about a Samoan. Jimmy Snuka, he didn't break out until he went babyface and did that. He went crazy on like Tuesday Night Titans in that Don Morocco feud, where they let him be that crazy rage. And I know that sounds weird.
I still liked him better
with
as
the
a
Nancy
heel.
Argentina stuff. I know, looking back hindsight with the murder trial, that's not fun.
I still like him better as a heel.
But yeah, it's right with the Usos too. They're so much more tolerable now. So much. They were cringy because they were completely vanilla, hokey, catered to children, and that's not always a bad thing, but that's a case of it's done the wrong way.
I think the entrance just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah. If you're going to take a guy and appeal him to children, you don't suck out his soul and his life force. It's like they make him bland. They take out all their characteristics. You got to keep that in to make it work for me.
Yeah. I think everybody knew that the Usos had a little bit of thug in them. You know what I mean? If you ever watched the Total Divas show.
Hashtag little bit of thug in them.
Well, I mean, if you ever watched the Total Divas show, I don't think Jimmy Uso ever came off as like this rich, like white collar guy who
No, they come off like everyday men because that's what they are.
They came off like they come up from a wrestling family, kind of from the streets a little bit.
Yeah.
They're definitely not what you would call a prototypical babyface.
The San Francisco area.
They didn't
Are
look
you
like
admitting that
babyfaces
you watched Total Divas, Michael?
Yeah, I watched it. I don't watch it anymore,
I think
but
we're
I watched
all
it.
guilty of watching, I think, at least the first season. Because I fell off right after the
I
first
watched
season.
it for the sole purpose. I want to see what these people are actually like in real life a little bit.
Like, to go back and watch Total Divas now, for me, I just can't. It's just so scripted and bad.
I have not watched it in quite a while, but when I did watch it, it helped me kind of get an insight into how these people really are in their lives.
Well, don't, because it's fake for the most part. Most of it's work. Most of it is. But anyway, where did that take us to next on Battleground?
Next, we had our fatal 5-way elimination match for the number 1 contender.
I saw
Smackdown.
2 fucking matches, and this had to be one of them. God forbid.
For the Smackdown Light Bright belt, a.k.a. known as the Smackdown Women's Championship.
It was Nakamura versus Baron Corbin, Michael.
Oh, see, I let you take the reins, and you mix it up.
Was that second?
I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm rewatching the pay-per-view now.
Sorry, I hated this match, but go ahead.
Smiley face belly and my name is Shinsuke.
Yeah, I hated this match, but go since Logan knew. Logan, go ahead. What did you think of this match?
If you can see Michael's face right now, it's priceless. Priceless. Go ahead.
This match was terrible.
It wasn't good.
Not what I expected.
It really wasn't. I think the finish didn't do it any favors either.
Did I not call it last week where I was like, it comes off like this now, it's gonna clash before he won?
That finish?
I'm sorry, what did you say there, Titties?
I said, you're talking about Corbin kicking Shinsuke in the dick? That finish?
Yeah, Dick Kick City finish.
Dick Kick City.
So essentially, the Tozawa Neville finish, we got a
but except this was a DQ.
Essentially,
He did it right in front of the referee.
They just love their dicks lately. They're all about
He's getting
dicks.
his ass kicked, so Shinsuke.
Well, I mean, look who
Shinsuke
runs
picks him up.
Show. It's Vince.
Shinsuke picks him up after he's been kicking his ass, and Corbin gives him Dick Kick City and gets disqualified.
Dick Kick City.
So
go ahead, guys. Describe the match though. Why did it suck?
Logan, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just didn't like the finish. I mean, I expected something. I mean, to me, you don't want to make them look weak, but just the Dick City kick was definitely making
Dick Kick City.
Baron Corbin weak.
Dick Kick City.
Jesus, Jerry Lawler.
Dick Kick City was definitely it did. You don't want Baron Corbin to look weak. That was their whole intentions from the beginning.
Why?
And to
He's
me,
the Money in the Bank guy. They always get beat.
Well, just personally, I can't see him, being a WWE champion and just kicking somebody in the fucking dick. To me, it's just it takes. He should be beating people. He should be winning. I don't want him to lose every time.
Can I talk about the subtle elephant in the room right now with Baron Corbin? Would he please cut his fucking hair?
I don't think it's that subtle. I think it's on it. We're across the board here. We would say that.
Like his hairline is so receding. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean his hairline goes back as far as Kane's.
Here we go. Curtis Axel's hairline versus fucking Baron Corbin's. Who wins?
I mean, like
who has the worst hairline?
You remember Kane? You remember Kane? How his hairline started like halfway back his head, and that was on purpose. That's how Corbin's hairline is, except it's by accident.
He needs a fucking sponsorship by Rogaine.
There's a reason he wears a beanie 24/7.
He's got a mullet. I don't know if he realizes it, but he has a mullet.
You're so angry about it. Like, he has a mullet.
Can we please cut that? Can we give him a buzz cut or go bald like Kurt Angle? Fucking do something.
Kristen,
a hair match
with
him and Shinsuke. Please.
Were you driving for this or were you watching this match?
This is actually.
All right.
Off, Michael.
Sorry.
We do have certain lines.
I was just asking.
God. Go ahead.
No, I was not sucking dick, Michael. Anyways, moving right along. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
or bad, depending on how you see it.
I have a picture of him when he was with the Colts and when he had really short hair like a buzz cut, and it does look 10 times better than what it looks now.
Well, it's Baron Corbin. He's supposed to have the whole heel look, but no.
It's funny to go back and look at.
As much as I'm a Shinsuke, I'm definitely a Shinsuke girl. But this match was just kind of like very vanilla. Like the
very
whole
slow.
Dick Kick City.
It was very
It
slow
was. It
pace.
was very slow. It didn't really. I'll admit it didn't really keep my attention for most of the match.
Yeah.
But once it started getting towards the end, it's like okay, and everyone's expecting Shinsuke to win, but not by a fucking kick to the dick. Really, I mean it's WWE. We know they're fucking retarded 90% of the time, but this match was very slow. Like it didn't have anything that necessarily jumped out at me that I would be like, yeah. Did you guys see the part where, or did you see like nothing like that during this match? And I was a little disappointed by that.
There was one thing I want to ask you guys, and it's more of like a general opinion. When you have a schmoz finish like this, how do you prefer it? Do you prefer a Dick Kick City? Do you prefer a count out loss? Do you prefer like interference from somebody? If you're gonna have a schmoz finish, how do you guys prefer your fucking schmoz finish? Travis, go ahead.
Well, for one,
if you had to pick one.
For one, it only gets a pass for me if I give a shit about the feud to begin with, and I don't give a shit about this feud.
I'm not against the schmoz finish.
But if I have to take a personal favor kind of way to schmoz a match, it depends on the angle and the build up to the match. You know what I mean? It just depends on circumstances.
They were trying to build up this physicality to this rivalry, and this match didn't match that physicality. It was just a regular match. I feel like maybe there'll be a stipulation. I feel like there's rematch coming at some point, whether it's on SmackDown or at SummerSlam. I think there has to be a stipulation, maybe a no DQ match, whatever. But to match the physicality they've been trying to build on SmackDown the past few weeks with this rivalry, I feel like it needs it. But as far as the schmoz, I
will say to avoid my safe answer I gave essentially, my least favorite is the fucking Bill Watts stuff where you throw your opponent over the top rope and you get disqualified. I hate that.
Well, that's not a rule.
Or you jump off the top rope.
Yeah, that's not a rule anymore.
I know. But back then, that's one of my least favorite. And I get why he did that. Like, well, it just makes the heels have to cheat more. At the expense of making the match fucking boring as shit, Bill Watts.
If you had to pick one, though, how would you like your schmoz?
It depends on the match and the angle.
Would you rather it be a weapon used or Dick Kick City?
I say it? I would just rather it make sense.
Okay.
It just has to make sense, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know. But there were two other people you could ask them to.
Logan, what do you think? How do you prefer your schmoz?
I don't like Dick Kick City. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Is that just for this feud, or is that in general?
I mean, it just like Travis said, it just depends on the matchup, the opponents. But for these guys, I don't think Dick Kick City was the right decision. I think they could have done something different. Maybe Baron Corbin hitting him with a chair or something like he did.
Yeah, this guy's Asian. How much did that really hurt?
Will you be serious?
I was just saying.
Just hold your brother still for like 2 seconds, Travis. I'll hit him with a chair and see how much it hurts.
Well,
I've been hit with a chair before by Travis.
I will say for this match, the schmoz, if they were going to do a schmoz, I think the best way they could have done it to make Nakamura look strong and make it not so predictable if the Money in the Bank guy loses, they should have just had Nakamura unleash fucking hell and just not stop beating the shit out of him and ignoring the ref's 5 count and then DQ Nakamura and make him look like a fucking animal. And that way,
first loss.
Right, but that's a hell of a way to have a loss. You just beat the shit out of the guy like Fight Club style. And then Tuesday, you let Baron Corbin get his heat back or something. And then because God knows they have to carry this on to SummerSlam for some reason. I guess that's where this is going. Then just keep.
I was hoping this would be Retrend City, but
that's
what it's
I like that idea.
Anyway, Kristen, what she didn't answer your question, right? She was the only one.
Yeah,
for that. What is your favorite schmoz?
I mean, I'm not a fan of any of them in particular, but this sounds so cliche, but I think you guys are absolutely hitting it right on the head. Like, it does depend on the situation, but obviously if I had to pick one of them, Dick Kick City. Like, it's predictable. I mean, obviously the countouts are predictable as well. And
that's your favorite or your least favorite?
No, my least favorite.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I guess my favorite one would probably have to be the countout because, well, hear me out. I just heard you scoff, you fuckface.
That was Michael, not me.
I know that wasn't you. I know that's your brother.
She doesn't like
I didn't know that was me.
I feel like I didn't even video up.
Yeah.
If you sound like Kevin Owens when you do it, just. Anyways.
Oh, now I sound like a fat guy. Thank you.
That wasn't where I was going with that.
Yeah, that's fine. I sound like a Canadian fat guy at that. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
And you wonder why Broski
Michael,
didn't ask you to come on the show. You really wonder.
Well, he needs some heat on that
You're
show.
not only trash Canada, but you trash his all-time favorite wrestler.
He
in one
needs
fucking
some
sentence.
heat on the show.
There you go. Build-in feud.
well,
But-
Mike,
Well, like with take the, like Alexa Bliss for example. Like everyone, obviously you either love her or you hate her. We know how you feel about her, Travis. So I'm not even gonna ask your opinion.
And me,
But-
it's not just Travis. We both love her.
All right,
So-
keep it in the family. Anyways,
Ugh.
but
Ugh.
I'd fuck her. Okay.
oh god,
Well,
Logan getting savage.
Jesus Christ, Logan, you'd fuck a meatball sub.
Will you be serious? I'm not going to tell you again.
Well,
I'm just
Cool
saying.
the Jets on the subs in the
but
fight.
like,
Michael,
Can't believe I had to tell you that as a rule, not the fuck subs or whatever.
hey, Michael,
Subscribers or
Make sure to comment, like, subscribe down below. If you're in the fuck-
okay.
Michael.
what, Logan?
At least we can agree on one thing. This is the only time Kristen doesn't like dick.
I never said that.
Good point.
You don't like the dick kick city?
There you have it.
Okay, that is
Logan,
She likes to be soft with the dick. She
Logan.
doesn't like to kick it.
Logan's like
it's
Jackie the
supposed
Joke
to
Man
be
Marley
fucking
on this show
gentle.
this week.
Jesus
Look at
Christ. Anyways, but that's not the topic of discussion at the moment. We're not talking about penises. Anyways,
Why does it always go back to dicks? When she comes on
Blame
the
your
show, Michael,
mother.
you just can't help yourself.
Well, I'm the slam cock.
but
got
I mean,
nothing.
like take Alexa for example. Like when she did the whole count out, I mean, she still kept her heat, and I mean, it's the easiest way out. Obviously, you just walking up the ring or walking over towards the table or whatever the case may be, walking into the crowd. But it does. I mean, like out of all three of them, I mean, my least favorite one is the dick kick city because I'm sorry, that's a penis. That's a fucking no. Like anyone who's a woman who's ever been kicked in the twat. I'm sorry. Not that getting kicked in the dick doesn't hurt. I wouldn't know that
It's more the
pain.
balls.
Clearly.
than the dick, actually. I would say.
No, they both hurt.
From experience.
They both
but
hurt.
If I had to choose, I'd rather kick in the dick than the balls.
I'm rewatching this right now, and it looks like he doesn't even kick him in the balls. It looks like he kicked him in the leg a lot more.
What's the camera angle?
Well, you gotta sell it too.
Yeah.
Look, I almost called you Michael. Wow. Jesus.
Don't you
Sorry,
ever,
Michael.
ever
I'm
do
sorry.
that again.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not. You know what? Just for
Logan,
that,
I got you back, man. Fuck that. I
See,
got
it's
you
okay
back.
because your brother's being an asshole to me, and I have something that I could send to your brother if he'd stop being a prick. There's a cup that he might like of mine, but no, he's being mean to me.
He doesn't want to see your cups. It'll just
I'm
get him in
talking
trouble.
about the cup for you, since I heard somebody's a Miz fan.
Oh, I am a Miz fan.
Oh, now you're gonna be nice to me. You
Oh,
prick.
I'm not saying I'm going to be nice to you. That'll probably never happen.
Well,
but
our cups runneth over, and apparently this match runneth over, and you guys didn't like it. Was the crowd at least into this match? Michael?
well, I want to go ahead and I ask the question. My favorite schmoz finish.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know.
You asked the question.
We don't fucking get my opinion on shit.
Good.
Nope.
My favorite schmoz finish is the weapon usage.
Yeah.
I love when a heel just fucking says fuck it.
It not only makes the heel look more vicious and more like
Yes.
piece, but if a babyface uses it, it puts him over the top.
Yes.
It could work both ways perfectly. It's a very
Love
good
it.
one.
I love it when the heel uses it mostly because it just says you know.
Point in case. I don't mean to cut you off. Brainstorm. When used
You mean
wrong,
case in point?
Bailey in the kendo stick match.
Yeah.
That is the fucking way to shit the bed on that as a babyface using a weapon. Now, had they done that right, could be a different Bailey right now
Yeah.
we're talking about, but good.
Well, they're still pushing her back up again.
Yeah,
for
it's
some
just leading
fucking
to a
reason.
Sasha heel turn. Go ahead.
But you've said that for a year now.
I know. Good.
Jesus. And now when
Now I really feel
when
like
it
feels
actually
like-
happens, you'll be like, "See, I called it."
Well-
I'm gonna be like, "Well, you called it for a fucking year. You were wrong 51 out of the 52 weeks."
But I still called it. Hey, Cena's a 16-time champion. You lost it 15 times. Go ahead, Michael.
I'm just saying when a heel uses that weapon, it just creates another intriguing angle to a storyline. I think the
It's
best
built-in heat. It's fucking
because
heat.
then it leads to a real physical. I think my best example of this would probably be Triple H and Mick
Sledgehammer.
Foley.
Yeah.
I felt like their street fight at the Royal Rumble in 2000 was one of the most under talked about matches that I've ever
I love
watched.
that match.
That
Might be my favorite Triple H match.
That match was so good. I know it was real bloody and physical, but it was so fun to watch.
It was a beautifully
It was a
physical-
street fight that was actually like a street fight. You know what I mean? These guys just beat the fuck out of each other with whatever they had. Chairs, tacks,
You know,
tables.
another one that doesn't get talked about a lot is, a common key factor here, Mick Foley, Orton and Foley at Backlash
Yes.
2004. That was a fucking awesome match.
Oh.
One of my favorite, maybe my favorite Orton match. So there you
My
have
favorite
it.
Orton match that doesn't get talked about is him and The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
That was a good one, too.
Nobody ever talks about that Undertaker match at WrestleMania. I thought that match was really, really good. At WrestleMania 20, I believe it was.
21. But
21.
to finish your point, so we can move on to the women's match, Michael.
Yes, now we go to the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match for the Light Bright Belt, a.k.a. known as the Women's
Which
Championship.
you despise. The weeks
I
that go by,
fucking
you
hate
hate
it.
that thing more than Adolf Hitler.
You talk about this Women's Revolution. This is worse than the Butterfly Belt. You just made this belt look like fucking Light Bright set. But her entrance looks so good now. No, it doesn't.
Who's that supposed to be?
I don't know who it's supposed to be. I swear it's probably Renee Young. I love that belt. It just you heard her on Talking Smack.
God.
I love it. It's awesome.
But like, okay, finally,
I also love my boyfriend Dean Ambrose, who
Her husband.
we're on different brands, so I'm unhappy.
One tier.
Yeah.
I can finally analyze a match. Like I said, unfortunately, this is one of the two matches I had to see. Fuck.
Who booked this shit?
Speaking of missing kicks, but did you guys catch the Charlotte botch where she completely missed that kick to the face?
That was Lana.
Was it
Who
Lana?
missed on
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Sorry. Yeah.
And then she did the second one, which actually like fucking killed Charlotte. That second kick that she's like, oh, I missed it, so I'll do it again. And she actually kicked Charlotte right in the fucking head.
Logan, I know you've been waiting for this moment all episode. So here's the part where I give my hernias the ultimate test and get pissed off.
Oh, shit.
Why the fuck are you breaking up pins in an elimination match?
Yeah.
Where are we? Where am I? Michael.
Well, in all respect, Travis.
And I'm not talking about Tamina breaking up the pin with her little newfound lover, Lana. I'm talking about...
Newfound lesbian lover?
Whatever. I'm just saying, what the fuck did I just watch?
Well, this isn't the first time we've seen pins get
I
broken
hate
up
this.
We see it in the fucking elimination chamber all the time. It's wrestling, Travis. It's never gonna make sense.
Don't give me it's wrestling. It's lazy bullshit psychology. It's we forgot. It's bullshit. Because there's a million matches you can go back to and watch in history where the guys kept to the storyline and psychology and helped their heel friend out. Or blah, blah, blah. You've seen it done the right way.
We saw that with Tamina and Lana.
But that's what I said. That part gets passed. Other than that, there's no reason Becky Lynch should be helping fucking Charlotte out of a pin or vice versa. What the fuck? Or Lana attacking Natalya from behind when she had Charlotte in sharpshooter.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest one. Other than that, the match was the shits. Tamina was in it for one. That doesn't help. She takes away so much from any match. And I'm not trying to come off as a dick about it. She sucks. She sucks the life out of any fucking match she's in. She's not. To me, she's not. Lana's already better than Tamina. Tamina's been in the company for almost 8 years.
Well, Lana gets a reaction from the crowd. That's one thing. But
I think that I don't hate the choices, Natty. I just think for your second biggest show of the year, it should have been Becky or Charlotte. Babyface versus Becky. But
yes, that was my biggest issue with this. I even texted you. I was like, Natalya? What the fuck?
I'm done yelling Logan, I promise. I'm going to throw it to Logan this time, get his thoughts, and then we'll see where we go. Logan, what did you think of the 5-way elimination women's match?
I don't know what I'm thinking at this point. I thought it was sloppy. I thought the Fatal 5-way was sloppy.
It was sloppy. There was a lot of mistimed moves in this.
And the part of me just wants to say, hey, it's not Charlotte or Becky's fault because those two girls can put on one hell of a match. I think, honestly, the match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte on Smackdown was better than this.
Well, yeah.
Lana sucks. I don't see why everybody likes her fan reaction-wise. Just because it's because of the looks. That's it. She can't really go in the ring. I mean, there's a couple things she does okay, but then there's parts that's like, okay, where the hell did you train? How long have you been training?
I think for the
go back
and for like 2 years.
Yeah, I think for like the Sable gimmick they're trying to use with her, she's at the perfect place moveset wise. Like she can do just enough to make that work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I agree, she's not good in the ring. God, your farts are brutal. Stop farting on the show. Jesus Christ.
There's only one.
Go ahead.
God, you act like I've done it all night.
Your one
Apparently
is like
it's
the
one
worst
that
old man beer
lingers.
fart I've ever smelled
I
in
don't
my
even
life.
smell
It's
anything.
like a fresh wedge of cheese.
I don't even smell anything.
Christ.
You sure?
Ew, Travis.
You sure it's not your shitty coffee?
It's not my shitty coffee. My coffee's good. I got a Keurig.
Okay, whatever you say.
Go ahead.
It's pretty cool to know that, Travis, didn't you call Natty Winnick?
Sorry, he's left the room. He couldn't stand my butt steak.
God.
Is he even sick?
He's actually dry heaving as we speak.
My God.
I don't smell
Well, in
anything,
other words-
so I don't understand.
In other words, I guess that fart is the reaction to this match.
Yeah, that was my take on this match. I thought it was the shits. To be honest with you.
You can hear Travis in the background.
I hate you so much.
I'm sorry, but it was the shits, and it gave me the
It
natural
was-
reaction when we spoke about it.
The diarrhea of the show.
I mean, it's not even diarrhea. I don't know what he's so pissed about over here. It's not that bad. I mean, I smell it now, but it's not terrible.
I'm not pissed. I just feel sick.
I feel like you're being a drama
So-
queen right
Really?
now.
Really? Holy shit.
Welcome back, Travis. Before you started dry heaving, I asked, did you pick Natalia to actually win this match?
You did. You picked her. You totally picked her to win this match.
Did-
Tip
Oh,
of the hat. Tip of the hat.
Can you stop? It is not that serious.
It's fucking disgusting up in here right now. It's fucking.
It is. I don't even smell anything. I feel like
Do
it's
you
your nasty
see how
coffee.
watery my eyes are?
Yeah, but I think it could be maybe your coffee. It could be your animals that are down here. You know, it could have been their
Don't
ass.
bring the pets into
I'm
this,
just
you
saying.
fucker. God. Chris,
Travis.
what did you think of the match?
give me a
It's not
second. I
that
can't
bad.
breathe.
Stop it.
It's past,
Tra-
thank God. And I can see
Travis.
Oh,
a
shit.
cloud of radioactive
Did we-
shit down here.
You act like you fucking shit out roses.
I don't, but I have manners.
Oh, because you've never farted down here.
I
while
have
we're
never
doing a
farted
show.
live on the show. Ever.
Oh,
I have never
not
smoked you
live.
out, George W. Bush.
Not-
We're gonna smoke him out.
Not
I've
live.
never smoked you
You've
out.
done it on a recorded episode
That
because it was
doesn't
awful.
count. That doesn't count. Go ahead.
Holy shit.
I forget we
You're
have a
acting like
Give me
his
a second,
fucking
I
shit
can't-
don't stink over here.
It's not a farting podcast. It's a paper.
I can't breathe right
Travis,
now.
his
Give
shit
me a
don't
second.
stink, Donahue.
You're the second person to drop my full real name. Do you want to give him my social security number too? Because I'll put it out
I
there.
don't know it.
Oh,
Is
God.
it one? Because you're old.
Travis.
Ooh, good one.
Stop
Bonnie.
it.
What,
Oh, my
Logan?
God. I'm like literally crying laughing.
I was crying out of disgust.
I got a question for you,
Herbal
Travis.
supplements smell great down here.
Don't do those things. Logan, go ahead. He's been trying to get a question, and we shut up. I don't want to get salty.
Oh, here we go.
Did me and you pick Natalia? I thought I picked Charlotte, but I can't really remember.
You picked Natalia. I actually picked Charlotte on the show yesterday with Broski. So
Oh, I thought you picked Natalia too.
Logan finally had a correct pick.
No, we both picked the New Day on his show, but you alone picked.
But,
I think you just wanted to bring that up, and you knew I picked Charlotte. You just wanted an extra point and feel better about
oh,
it.
God.
That's
Jesus.
okay. Not only did I just
God.
almost throw up, but you got to make me feel bad and kill my pride. Kristen. I'm just kidding, Logan. But yeah, you did. I mean, did you really think that, or is it just kind of like you didn't care about the match? So it was like a toss up. Anybody but like Tamina, pretty much. Is that why you went Natty, or you really see this going somewhere?
I actually picked. I didn't pick Natalia just because I didn't care. I actually thought, everybody was expecting Becky or Charlotte to win, and I think they wanted to give us somebody different, but they didn't think Lana or Tamina was the right choice. So the only person that was in this match that would give a shit besides Charlotte or Becky is Natalia.
So they
And
give
she can
somebody that's not going to have a job in 6 months.
Well,
I
then,
think
that
she-
escalated quickly.
I mean, didn't they just hire her husband as an agent now or something at the or performance center trainer?
What's
or
that
something?
have to do with anything?
I mean, I think they're going to be like maybe not on screen, but I think they'll take care of Natty and Tyson if they keep their noses clean. They're a company couple. Like they're all for the
For
company.
those who don't know, who haven't been on the internet, there's a major overhaul coming in the women's division.
I will say though, every time they bring those up, Natty's never in my mind as someone that'll get released.
She was one
kinda
that was on the list.
I'll see it I'll believe it when I see it because I feel like they love her back there. Like she gets along well with the McMahons and everything.
She's so charismatic and entertaining. I mean, she's good in the ring, but Christ, how far can that take you? I mean, she's been on the roster for what, 10 years? I mean, when can you finally call a spade? Like, you're great in the ring. How about we make you a trainer? Like, I can't put you on television anymore because nobody gives a shit.
I mean, it is.
She had the most, other than Tamina, she had the most bland reaction out of all the women that came out in this match.
Here's something I think
and she had no facial reaction either. She came out and her face was just like,
yeah. I swear to God, nobody is thinking this right now. And if this happens, I know none of you on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube have called this as a possible way to go. What I would have done is surprise. Sarah Del Rey shows up and attacks Naomi, the head female trainer at the Performance Center, who was amazing in Ring of Honor, a tremendous heel ladies wrestler. I would have done that to throw everybody off. I really would have. The SmackDown women's division needs it. They need something.
So does Raw.
And Tamina ain't the answer as a heel. Charlotte should be a heel, but at the end of the day, we've already really seen a dominant heel Charlotte. So the fans are going to be like, oh, it's not new. And they're going to get bored in 2 seconds.
They still want it, though.
They do.
They know Charlotte is the uncrowned
we
champion.
know how this plays out with the modern fan. They want it. Look at Samoa Joe until they put him in a feud with Brock. Samoa Joe came in, attacked Rollins. People gave a shit about him for 2 weeks, then went to nothing but tag matches. Nobody was talking about Joe until the Brock match. You know what I mean?
I'm still not talking about Joe.
And yeah, exactly. You even thinking about Joe right now? I am, but not as hardcore as I was with the possibility of him beating Brock.
I feel like Joe matches up better with so many other people. I felt like Brock was the absolute wrong person to put him with.
Yeah. Go ahead, Logan. I know you're trying to get that thought.
I want Asuka to come to SmackDown.
Well, Ember Moon's got to beat her first.
I was gonna say, let Ember beat her first.
Does she need to? Because Owens came up with the NXT title. You know
She's
true. And hold up.
Thread of fatal.
I really feel like this match, we spent way too much time on a shitty match. Like,
yeah, Natalia won it.
I'll be honest.
Natalia won it with
I'll be honest, I didn't even.
Welcome back.
No, we didn't get that.
No, what?
No.
I
didn't
say,
get the welcome back.
I didn't
Thank
say
God fucking Lord.
We will never get
that
the
with a
welcome
lot.
back or you deserve it chant with either Jinder Mahal or Great Khali. Well, we did get her, but that was in a condescending way. Like in a serious way.
You deserve to win a match. If you deserve to win the title.
Let's bring it to Mr. 205 Live Cruise Control himself to take home the show. And then
Cold cut!
Get to you and me and we'll get out of here.
Logan Myers!
What did you think of the match, Logan?
I was actually waiting for the crash dummy to go through the table. And then I was waiting for his twin.
Which one?
I was waiting for I don't care who it was to go through the announce table like he did. And then I was waiting for the other twin to get up, walk over, climb the cage, and do a Damian Sandow on the other announce table.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool.
Nope, we didn't get all that. We only got half of it.
For the match itself.
Yeah.
Well, for the match itself, it was lackluster. It was just okay, you know.
I didn't think
to me, the kendo stick, the kendo stick to me was used more than the actual structure of the cage.
Thank God.
So,
they couldn't just rip off. They couldn't be creative and just rip off a bamboo stick from the freaking caging.
That and you got to use the cage. I hate when guys don't use the cage.
I knew what to expect from this. I told my girlfriend when we started this, they're gonna throw each other into the cage for most of this match.
I mean, I'm glad the kendo stick was in there.
They're not
going
to
use the cage.
They're not going to do any real wrestling in this match. It's just going to be they're going to give each other finishers and use the cage and throw it against each other. I didn't account for the kendo stick under there, which actually was a pleasant surprise for me. That was one thing that made this match like, oh, okay, I'll finish my ice cream now. It was like,
Michael, extra sprinkles?
It wasn't extra sprinkles.
Speaking of sprinkles, what did you think of the match?
You need to get done. Ice cream.
Sprinkle some more negativity on the main event.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. I felt like this was probably the best match of their feud, to be honest with you.
I disagree. I thought
that's
you
not.
Didn't watch it, so I mean
that's not saying much, bro. You're giving
do I have
that's
to watch
like
this match?
Yes, you should watch it. I mean, the first 10 minutes were boring as fuck because it was what exactly I said it was going to be. They're going to throw each other into the cage and try to escape, and that's what it's going to be. And then you finally got some intrigue into the match with the Singh brothers and something interesting to watch other than them just throwing each other into the fucking cage and trying to escape. Then, and once they got to the second level of it, it became more intriguing with the kendo sticks.
Cat and mouse type.
Yeah, it became more like, okay, how many times is Randy Orton going to go up this and get fucked over?
That's the thing. Randy Orton. The underlying factor here is Randy Orton. That's why the majority of us don't give a shit.
If you put an AJ Styles in this match or a Sami Zayn in this match, it makes the match much better for the ending, at least. You know what I mean? But when you put Randy Orton, nobody likes Randy Orton as a fucking babyface. Anybody?
No. He gets good reactions.
Does anybody like Randy Orton as a babyface?
Does he get the good reaction, or does the fucking move get the reaction? And I think
the fucking dude.
I don't even think he gets a good reaction. He doesn't.
The dude should have turned heel when he fucking burned down Bray Wyatt's house, but they're just stupid enough to be like, nope.
As a
Let the guests go.
Sorry.
Let the continue, James.
Yeah, no, it's just like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna have Randy Orton stay babyface despite the fact he burned down someone's religious sanctuary. Then we're gonna have him just beat up a bunch of fucking guys, and this is supposed to be your fucking babyface contender.
They need to either shit or get off the pot with this. It's the Austin type babyface.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
It's not. Because you can't have a show with the hokey babyface on it with the same show as a Roman Reigns murdering Braun Strowman, or even that. They'd love that. You can't have it both fucking ways on the same show.
I don't feel like that has anything to do with it, but
I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. Travis is absolutely right, but it's not just with Orton. It's a more general problem. The heels are booked better than the baby faces. That's a fucking fact.
Yep.
The baby faces are booked like a fucking joke now.
Like,
there is not one good baby face. Every baby face looks like retards now on that fucking roster.
Say right now,
dude, like they look like every baby face on that fucking roster looks like Weekend's retarded cousin Weekday. All right, it's fucking terrible. It's fucking horrendous.
Oh god.
It's so bad, dude. That's why it's like so. I can't watch week to week. I'll watch pay-per-views if I can.
Well, it doesn't help that they make the programming fucking marathons to get through, time-wise, content-wise.
Nothing but retrends.
Exactly. Even Steven booking every week, fucking lackluster.
Well, this guy won over this guy last week, so we have to reverse that this week to make it intriguing. It doesn't make it intriguing. It makes it boring because then we don't know who we're supposed to get behind. We don't know what we're supposed to watch.
The full WWE big match, the big match. That's the only thing they're doing to invest people, because the term hook
that didn't do it tonight.
They've lost what that term means. They do not know how to hook their audience anymore unless it's Brock Lesnar or a money match.
Did anybody watch this pay-per-view tonight to see Jinder and Randy Orton?
Oh, fuck. No.
I didn't watch this pay-per-view for the two matches I did watch because they did a shitty job with building up this pay-per-view.
I didn't watch the pay-per-view at all.
This could be why the ticket sales for Philly tonight were discounted up to 75%.
Well, they desperately need
to try and fill that house.
Shit, really?
Up to 75%. I looked at Ticketmaster last night. Oh my God, you could get in the first section of the risers.
You guys see it, photos on tweets of house show attendance.
You could get it for house show prices. Yeah. It was ridiculous how cheap these tickets were.
For you saying that, not even just that, but also they cut pyro too. I just want to shout out real quick to Sean Waltman, who defended their ass for saying, oh yeah, they have less ratings, but they make more money than they ever do, which is probably true.
It is.
But guess what, dude? They're losing fucking more money because they're not building their fucking future, and they're not building enough fucking depth in the roster, despite having the most talented roster ever fucking assembled. They have lack of depth.
And yes,
because they have WCW this shit.
And you guys know why?
It's because fucking terrible. Sean Waltman,
at the end of the day, good.
Sean Waltman, you defending fucking WWE, you could suck the hairiest left fucking ass cheek, okay?
It's the same shit he bitched about in WCW.
Piss off with that.
At the tippy top of the mountain, pretty much. You know,
the same shit he bitched about in WCW.
Yeah, it is. At the end of the day, the thing we all bitch about the most is 3 hours of Raw. They know that podcasts are going on live right now. just like this one of fans bitching and complaining, and they fucking love it. They don't care. They care about their precious third hour. They're publicly. It is not 96 anymore, Mike. You know what I'm saying? It's not that time, and we just have to accept it. The thing is, we watch no matter fucking what. So we are hypocrites at the end of the day, but at least, it is what it is.
At least we're consistent.
We're self-aware. We're
Yeah.
self-aware. We're not the malcontent fans that bitch for the sake of bitching. We just want our fucking wrestling to make sense. I don't care if you do fucking hybrid cartoons with the Jetsons and you whore the shit out of your characters in your company. I get it, but just make the programming tolerable. That's all we really ask as fans.
Yeah.
We're not asking for fucking hand jobs. We're not asking for pats on the backs. Not
Right.
us. Like, now, certain fans ask for entitlement and pats on the backs. Trust me. Because the G1 climax just happened, and Jesus Christ, there's cum everywhere. Logan,
Ugh.
what do you think about this fucking bullshit we're all talking about, the WWE's philosophy on just this? But I know it's late, guys, and we've been going forever, and I know this subject could go anywhere, but I guess the main event was that bad we chose another topic, because fuck.
It wasn't.
No,
great,
the
but it
main
wasn't
event was
terrible.
so bad that the company in itself has been exposed for the shit they are. That's what happened, Travis.
I don't think the main event was the worst main event I've seen this year.
It was pretty fucking bad though.
But
It was bad.
it wasn't it wasn't even the worst Punjabi prison match I've seen. But it just nobody bought tickets to watch this match. I feel like WWE
They bought tickets for the brand.
I feel like WWE doesn't understand that.
That never happens. Fans don't buy tickets
And
for
it's
matches
easy-
anymore,
and it's
ever.
e-
They
and
buy
I'll
it
be-
for the brand.
I'll be the first one to say it's easy to blame Jinder Mahal, but it's not his fault. You're putting him with a baby face that nobody wants to fucking cheer for. Mahal to get over as a heel, which he is, I think. I think he's getting over as a heel. Put him with a baby face that somebody wants to fucking cheer for. Put him with an AJ Styles. Put him with a
fucking
Sami Zayn.
Styles.
Hell, Christ. Put him with a... give me a...
Luke Harper.
Yeah, put him
Fuck
with
it.
Luke Harper.
Fuck it.
Christ.
At this point,
I mean, it wouldn't be any worse. But put him with a baby face that somebody wants... When in his career has Randy Orton ever made you want to cheer for him?
I like Randy Orton.
When, Travis?
you gotta give me a fucking second, Michael. Stop grilling me about it. Throw it to Logan real quick while I think.
Logan, when has Randy Orton ever made you want to cheer for him?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Just a chuckle from Logan.
Yeah.
Kick it off.
This is the problem. You're trying to make a new babyface, and you're putting him with somebody you don't want to fucking cheer for.
Ask Kristen the question. Because I
Christ.
still need a second. That's
No.
how long it's been, I think.
Go ahead,
since we're-
Kristen. When have you wanted to... Well, you probably...
You know what? I got it. Maybe
Actually,
maybe when Triple H kicked him out of Evolution when he was on Batista's shoulders. Maybe for like that month until they fucking just
took
destroyed
the belt off of him?
Yeah. Until
Yeah.
they fucked it up. Good.
Kristen, I know you're probably the one that loves Randy Orton. Go ahead.
Oh, fuck you, Michael.
You do.
But yeah, you're right. No, I do like Randy Orton. Like,
Oh, my God.
oh, fucking hooey. Anyways, I do. I like Randy Orton. Like, the thing is, I people over. Like, he's
Do you
not
remember
really.
him fucking giving Stephanie McMahon a DDT and an RKO and shit like that?